Peace, peace and abundance to all of you. My name's Sarita Alita Daly, and I have a message for you from my ancestors. And it's pretty much a video. This one is about a continuation from the last video where it was talking about the Merkaba alignment and helping, to bring forth some information so that way you all can deal with this energy in the best way that is suited for you. Well, at the very end of that video that was speaking about today, which is July the 29th, it was speaking about how we attract people and situations that are like our energy at the time, and that never changes. Only the type of things we attract does change, and where we are changes, but we're always expanding. And so because there is always a expansion going on with us, we will attract beings that are where we are and events that are where we are. And what happens is there are a lot of light beings right now who are either they're making lots of money, they're in a cycle where they're making, loads of what we call money. And then there are a lot of light beings are not making the amount of money that they would like. They're not as happy as they would like to be with the money that they are making, though they have had to learn the lesson of being happy in the midst of the financials not being all the way together as they would prefer them to be. This is what we were going to get into, so I'm going to let Soba speak about it, and I will throw in my, words, in another video about it. But today Soba has something to say, which are my ancestors. It's about 20 of them, and as I've said before, our ancestors are us, and because we're always living forever, we're only in different bodies. So they are counterparts of past and present me's and you's and this and that, right? So, and the funny thing about ancestors is, as I listen, you can go on YouTube and listen to other people who channel messages. And so when the student is ready, the teacher will reveal itself, and you will just know, because there's a certain sound that just resonates with you when it's time for you to get the message that you are looking for, and the confirmation just comes when you're ready for it. So there's so many teachers that teach a wide range of things from here all the way to here. Some of them are, practices where you have to do a certain thing every day. Some are more abstract and free-flowing. Well, I'll give you a hint. I do, and I'm sure that you all have sensed as well, that today the new frequencies and energies are requiring a more freer way of doing what we do. And the reason for that is those of us who have ascended, in a step, we've gone up, we are remembering who we are. We have, even some of us, even since we were incarnated onto this planet, we have a deep understanding that what we're looking at, there's more, there's deeper levels to it all. And so if you've been one of those people, then you know that your consciousness, that you are consciousness, and that you are connected to that voice. You can pick up on it, you can hear it, you may call it that you're psychic, intuitive, what have you. But once you get the understanding of who you are in a certain way, and no, I'm not channeling yet, it's just me, Sarita, speaking. But once you get that understanding, there are certain things that an enlightened being that is on the way, we just don't do, because enlightenment doesn't have anything to do with just going away and sitting in the mountains somewhere and just going and being there and not interacting with, other people in life. For some people it may, but for most people, most people have to eat. They have to survive. They're surviving, and you know, it's not as convenient to go and do that for most of us. So we had to find the balance in the world. So you're in the world, but you're not of it, but you're still interacting with those who are not at this level here yet, nor do they want to be, and it's fine. But we are interacting with them, and there's a lesson being learned on both sides. But once you get to a certain level of understanding and feeling and sensing who you are, then you feel God is you, and you feel God is everyone. The God consciousness is in everything. And so we understand that we have free will, and we have freedom to choose. And so because we have freedom to choose, there's some things you're not going to choose, because you understand that God, the thing that is God, it is of constant well-being and expansion and balance and life. And there are certain things that are done in order to keep life going and to keep the cycle of life going. There are certain things, so certain foods are eaten by certain things. It's a cycle of life. There's more birth happening all the time. But there's a natural thing. And so you can feel what is natural and what is out of harmony with what is a God force, so to speak. And so once you get there, and you feel that and it's resonating with you, then you attract other beings like that. And some of the things that those beings may be like they may seem to the rest of the world weird. They may have, they may do, they may seem weird, they're eccentric, they're free, they really don't care about people's thoughts about them. In fact, they have figured out a way of connecting to their earthly family, the blood family that they were born with, or maybe not, but they found a way to connect with people, even though those people do not even have an understanding of what it is that they understand, but they still love them, and they allow them to be, and they allow them to be. There becomes a balance there, because there is there's so much enriched development that happens when you interact with people who are not exactly where you are, because we're all at different stages. And even when we think two people are the same, it's another aspect of God. And so it's still some differences there, because there's always a lesson. There's always something to learn. And so right now I go into the part that Soba, my ancestors, were speaking of, and that is us beings. We've gotten to a certain level of understanding now, some of us, and the alignment energy, the light codes are being flooded into the planet, and we're getting them, and we're at fifth dimension, and some of us feel that, some of us want to stay at 3D, but I mean, if you can feel it. You can feel that things have changed, things have shifted. And if you're with it, you're with the flow, then you're going to get the information and the downloads. But once you know you're different, then you can mix it up with anyone. And you're coming from your vibration. They're going to come from their vibration. But you all can interact and go your separate ways. There's respect. And you say, peace, I love you. But what we do on the planet as light workers, we are essentially doing for everyone. They are going to get a taste of what we're doing, because we're all connected with one force. So it does not matter that people are not doing exactly what we're doing, because some of the things that they're doing, we can learn from. There's certain ways that people that are not where we are, where they are coming from, that we can take that and incorporate it into what we're doing, so we can be more grounded while we're on the planet, because being grounded at times is necessary, and being in a meditative state is necessary as well. Of course, I love the meditative state. That I came here with that. I love that. But you gotta sometimes you want to step off and do you want to make some money. You want to do the creative thing, what have you. You want to be social. There's enjoyment. Enjoyment is a huge part of being on the planet and learning. So you can make the two of them go together, and then all is good. So I'm going to cut this video down, because I want you all to get the message from Soba about the beings who are on the planet and who are not getting the amount of money that they want to get right now. So I'm going to let Soba speak now. And yes, I know it's at the 10th mark, but everything, all things are happening just as they're supposed to. Yes. Do not feel that you are in a place where you have lack being a light worker. You have riches in understanding of who you are and what you are not. You have riches in understanding that you have God and you are God. That is rich. You're rich with that knowing. And as you know that, what you are here to do is you are here to be a guide. Now, some of you do not understand why you have connected to others by way of you are in an apartment. You decide one day that you don't want to pay bills anymore. Nothing wrong with this. You decide that you don't want to pay a car note anymore. Nothing wrong with this. You decide that your fashions, even if they are Afrocentric or Native American or modern or whatever, American clothes or what have you, you decide that you don't want to do that anymore and you want to change it. Nothing wrong with that. What is happening is there is an expansion, eh? And the universe expands. And as you begin to feel the expansiveness of the universe, you too go through the same evolutionary process while you're in your bodies. And so it is good to let this happen, because with you all letting happen the natural blending and opening and expanding that you are, you begin to allow more life to come onto the planet. You allow there to be an easier way for the road to be paved for all of us to be able to ascend to a higher vibration, eh? And so, because Soba has already been to the planet that you all are, and we come and we get to see where you all are, and we get to see your walls and your buildings and your roads and all your beautiful nature, and it's a beautiful place, this earth. You must focus on that which you want to see in the world. And you'll hear Sarita speak about it sometimes, because she likes talking about this positive stuff, this jolly, happy, blissful stuff. But what it is that it becomes a daily practice, weekly practice, or as much as you can practice, and none of you are wrong in the way that you're doing it. But you have to see the world more in the way that you want to see it. Now, you have come together with these other beings who are, they're working the 9 to 5s, and many of them are on a corporate job or they're not. But they need balance. And they see you light beings. You light workers have this balance. And you have an understanding, even though you all sometimes get very emotional, because it is a heavy burden sometimes you feel it is to know, to be of the knowing that you are knowing, that you understand who you are and what you are. And because you're feeling the constant downloading and shifting of energies and vibrations within you, then you feel sometimes that you want to leave the planet and go back home to your other homes, with your intergalactic families, eh? Now, I must tell you, some of your families, they're right here. Now, they may look like they're in a body, but they are your intergalactic family. And as you are in a body, so are they. Now, be happy being here now, because as you connect to more of who you are, you're going to connect with that family. And do not look forward to look a certain way. Just feel it, And those beings who have come to you, those humans who have come to you that resonate fully 100% with just being American or just being human. You all are brought together because God, the great force that is God, that peace that is God, that consciousness that is God, that is you, that is Soba, that is your ancestors, eh? Well, it is coming to let you know. It is coming to show you and the other that God is on the planet. And it wants you all to reflect off of each other in a closer sense. And because you all have sacrificed so much of your earthly life existence here, meaning you light workers have, yes, and you do this Reiki and this Qigong, Tai Chi, meditation work, yoga, and all this stuff, and you sacrifice the lower for the higher self, eh? And because you do that, the universe has given you the option now to rest, to write your books, to do speaking engagements, to mingle and mix it up with beings that are like yourself, to write meditations, to record and do videos on YouTube, to get on Facebook and write positive quotes and to channel the information, the divine words that people are looking for. They ask for it, and the universe sends it through the most convenient vehicle that is there for them, eh? So do not worry about how things are unfolding, because you're in a great place. You're in a great place. You're in a great place. Be positive more often. Feel good more often. And as you are there in these places with these other earthly beings who have asked you they've asked for your assistance. Either they want help with their children, they want help cooking food because they need that life, that energy, that healing that you have. They want healing. They want healing to be closer to home. So it is not only you who is needing the assistance, it is others who have called out for you. You're very, 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 very special as they are. And so you all are both receiving an exchange of energies because it was asked for. And how beautiful the universe works, because as you seek something, that thing that you are seeking is seeking you. So some light beings over the past 2 years, they have noticed they have been giving away all this stuff. They don't want any well, some of you are keeping your decorations, but some don't want their decorations. They do not want to keep their bed. They don't want anything with the old energy on it, because they see the new energy coming in. They would rather sleep on a cot, on a blanket on the floor. They want to go and be close to nature, because they want to be with earth. They want to be with nature. Because they feel the oneness with it. Nothing wrong with that. Some of you are buying yurts to live in. Some of you are getting tents to live in. Some of you are looking for trailers. Some of you are looking to live in campers. Some of you are looking to do communal living. There's no wrong way to do this. As the energy shifts, you will know which way to go. Some of you will ask to go and live in somebody's backyard, because you are in the world, but you're not of it. So your different ways of expressing it are coming through. And as people are connected and holding on to the material aspect, which is the world, there are the others who have the other side of it, who are gathering and feeling this mass of awakening coming through them, eh? And as they feel it, they know that they have a job to do, because before they came here, they already agreed to do it. It was your mission that you asked for, and you got it, and you came, and now you will fulfill that enjoyment in whatever way you decided to do it. So do not be depressed and sad and feel bad and think that you are the only one who is looking to shed and get rid of things. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with any of you. What it is that As the energy shifts and cleanses itself, beings are experiencing that within themselves and their bodies and everything. So there are some things that have to go. Some friends that you called your old friends, they have to go. And you cut paths with them, but do not blame them for your changes that you are making. It is not them. It is the new energy and the new alignment that is coming. And as you come into alignment, some things will come and some things will go. The foods that you are eating, you don't have to strip yourself down to eating all bare and not eating correct foods for your body because you think that the ancestors used to eat only leaves. That is a lie. I don't know who your ancestors were. Maybe your ancestors were just plant eaters, but Sarita's ancestors, they ate meat as well. And then on different planets, they only ate plants sometimes. And then on some other planets and some other galaxies, you only have air. You only have what they call air on that planet. And some of you, on different planets and different galaxies, there is something that looks like glitter that floats around, and that is your food. And as you breathe, you're taking it in. So sometimes it's like a stardust type of thing. And what you should do is focus more on how you feel about what you do than so much focusing on all it is that you do. Because those of you who are light beings, you understand some things are counterproductive to you moving forward and evolving. And so you do not do them if they're counterproductive to that. And some of you know that there's no need to look back. For your ancestors are always there. They're in you. So you don't have to look back. You don't have to be hating other people to move forward either. So many of you have a bunch of anger about where you are. And then you connect to other beings who say, well, we need your help here. Can you come and help us do energy work on my grandmother? Can you come and help and cook? Can you come and help with the children? Can you come and help with the transportation? We can use your assistance. We can use your energy. And as you go and offer your services of you, then you bring in the peace, which is ideal, because that is what they called upon. So do your best to keep your person's balance, because everything is happening as it should. And as you look for answers, because a lot of you understand this, and this is very important. Look here. The divination systems that have been, and some of you are not going to like what I'm going to say. Some of you are not going to like what Soba has to say. Some of you are not going to like what we have to say. But we have to say it. The old ways are going. They're past. As you understand who you are, divination tools of all types, they're no longer needed. I will say it again. Divination tools of all types, if you understand and feel and sense who you really are, they are not needed. So those things will fall aside. Some of you have tarot cards, some of you pendulums, some of you have Obi Obata. Some of you have a Madu, some of you have Egyptian cards, and you have and you even have sticks. You have the I Ching, Some of you go and seek answers outside yourself, actively looking for oracles in a body to speak to, not knowing it is you who has this. I want you to do something. I want you to get into meditation. Begin to get into meditation and practice just breathing. Breathing and being aware. Breathing and being aware of that which flows through you. Practice tuning in to you. The next video we do is going to be a meditation. And this meditation is going to assist you with raising your vibration. And so as you begin to do this meditation, you're going to feel the lightness that is you. And you will stop questioning it so much and trying to do a billion different divinations, trying to find something that is going to tell you something different than you already know intuitively. You know what is you. You have to trust it now. As the alignment comes in, and you will feel it in the beginning of August. It is coming. And those of you are going to get a good washing, and you'll see more of yourselves. And so do not be apprehensive about letting this in, because it is what you asked for. It's what some of you have been waiting for. Although you don't have to wait for anything. You have everything here now. Past, present, future is now. So Soba says to look for the meditation that we will do. We will show you. And when you do this meditation, allow it to take you to where it is that you know you want to go. And everything will fall right where it's supposed to. The things you want to get rid of. Think about eating and sleeping. Think about your hygiene. Some of you don't care about your hygiene anymore. Well, you don't feel good about this. If you don't feel good about not keeping yourself clean, then keep yourself clean then. It is important to be in a place where you're at peace with the decisions that you are making. What is the point of being a divine being and having free will and knowing that your power lies in feeling good? So if your power lies in feeling good, then you focus on feeling good. And some of you will listen that are not on the vibration yet, and you will say, well, does it mean that I should go and do these drugs to feel good? You answer that question yourselves. As you feel the vibration of joy, joy is a high in and of itself. It is constant. It is not up and down. You can interact, react, you can function, talk, comprehend, relate, decipher, align, and communicate just fine with anything that comes your way when you're feeling joy and peace that you are. Some of you are looking for money, but you look in the wrong place, because your joy is all you must connect with, and all the opportunities will fall right in your lap. They'll come in the door. There is only something for you, and you don't need to keep focusing on trying to find it, because nothing can take away what is yours. So dear beloved ones, as you begin to feel the vibration, as we have said, and Soba has said already, it is not the food you're eating. Don't beat yourself up, but do what makes you feel good. If you don't like the way it feels to eat corn products, then stop eating it. If you don't like the way it feels to eat tomatoes, stop eating it. If you want to eat a pure diet that is good for DNA, then look for the blood type diet that is good. It is eating as your ancestors were eating. There are 35 years of research on this and others, but that is what you can go and look up. It's a blood type diet online, and you will know it when you see it. It's Eat Right for Your Blood Type. It's very basic, but it's very deep, and you'll feel it. So some of you may gain a little weight, some will lose weight by doing this, but no, it is necessary for the road that you are on. And if you don't like your size, simply add some movement to it and you will balance out. But do not starve yourselves thinking you're going to get alignment by not eating any foods. Because if you don't feel good, nothing's going to happen for you anyway. You're going to pass away and then you'll be here where soba is. A faster ancestor than you had ever hoped for. So, in order to get your fullness, your full experience on the earthly plane, it is important to enjoy your life. And some of you are too fanatical with it. You focus as Sarita. Sarita may not want us to talk about this, but we will do it anyway. No, she doesn't mind. And what it is being so focused on doing things exactly correct that you lose the natural flow and rhythm that is you, that is nature. Your body will let you know what is good and bad for it. You do not need to try to figure every little thing out. Follow and feel your intuition. And to connect to it, do a meditation. If you are trying to see exactly what to do next, then get on YouTube, get on iTunes, get on something and or just go sit in nature and listen. The answer you seek will come. Do not try to get everything at one time, but what you seek is seeking you, and it will come. Don't try so hard. Stop trying so hard. Being joyful is to be free. So that is why some of you are connecting to these other beings who have the big houses, who have the kitchens you like, they have a space for you to come and rest your head and relax because you have come a long way, healers. You have come a long way, light workers. And now it's time for you to have a break, to relax. You know, being divine and being a light being, we don't work hard. We don't work hard. Joy is not hard work. So you have to understand that if it is pulling you in this direction to do things like this, you can trust and go with it. When something says, no, we'll shift it a little, shift it a little. When it starts to not feel comfortable for you, shift it. It will all fall into place. And no, there are some that say, feeling good or bad is bad and bad because divine beings don't feel. You're on the earthly plane, you're going to feel something. It doesn't mean you have to follow all of it, but it is indicators to let you know where you are. Emotions let you know where you are and how to tone your body. So the easiest thing to do is to sit yourself down and to just relax and let go. As soon as you do it for 5-10 minutes, or you get up and go and walk somewhere, 5 minutes, everything starts flowing. Energy is flowing as a result of you not being gridlocked into focusing on what you think is versus what is not. The other thing you light beings are being urged to do and being pushed to do is because some of you are not ready to get together as a collective to bring about change. You're still doing it on opposite ends of the world. And you're still doing it living in other beings' households that have asked for your assistance, and you have asked to connect with them as well so you can take a break, take a load off. But light beings, guess what? You are being called also to merge together and to build alliances. And that's why some of you have not gotten the success that you want yet, because you choose to be separate. And there's no punishment, no. But the more of you mass together and work together, create jobs, create ways of making money and of living, even if it's not of making money, of living and living joyously, not just surviving, you'll begin to see that the energy will come and it'll be on your side. It will be. You have to trust yourselves. And as the energy is moving, there will be less deceptive people. So you need not worry about beings coming along that are going to come and they'll be faking it. You will see them. You can see them for what they are right now if you are there yourself. But some of you want to have one foot in and one foot out of alignment. And so you keep running into people that are cutthroats, that are coming to teach you some lessons because you haven't learned it yet. So it's nothing wrong with it. Well, we will come back and do the meditation for you so you may merge into more of what you are. But be aware that everything is happening as it should. And do not allow yourselves to be fooled by thinking that you must strip yourselves down of everything just to become something. You are everything. You are everything. So be as full as you would like. Dress up, feel good. Dress down, feel good. Do what you enjoy. Divine being, do what you enjoy. You are naturally royalty, all of you. And all of you will rise. So Soba says, we really appreciate the things that you have brought to the planet and all the things that you are making come to pass with your visions and seeing and perceiving of things. As you witness a thing and judge it, you change its existence. You just don't realize it because it happens so fast. And many of you, we must say it, it's almost the end of this recording, but your soulmates, so many of you are connecting with your soulmates and your twin flames, eh? And you know that you can feel and see you when you see you. You look completely different, but you can feel the vibration is the same, eh? You asked for it. So continue being joyful, and more of what you desire is coming in. More of what you desire is coming in. Do not be loose with yourself, with your energies, with your vibrations, sleeping all over the place with everyone. Even just sleeping together without the sexual part. Because you give your joy away like that when you don't have to. You want to share yourself with those who are worthy of it. It is true that as a result of you doing the work you do, everyone will benefit. So there's no need to feel that you must sacrifice something for something, eh? Just be at one with you. Everything is oneness. And it's great that you are unfolding and coming into oneness and alignment with yourselves. Soba will be out speaking and doing speaking engagements very, very soon. So you will see us and we will see you. Be the joy that you seek in the world, for you cannot get it wrong, divine ones. And please connect with those who you know are bringing the force to the planet which you want to see more of, and you all will magnify it and bring more of it, eh? Yeah, it's all real. We will tell you how to connect with your ancestors very soon as well in a very future video. Maybe even by tomorrow. Connect with Sarita. Connect with other light beings. And know that life is about enjoyment. And do not be forceful about it. Be easy. That is your motto. Now, going forth into the new way, be easy. And so we say, later. We will see you. And your will be done. It will be. Because your heaven is here. Your heaven is within you. And as you visualize, you will create that paradise that you seek, that is already here now. All you have to do is look for it. Look for it, call it out, magnify it with your words, shine all the lights on it. It will expand and grow as your light does as well. Be well. Soba says be well. We signing out. And we thank you for being connected to us. What a wonderful time.